the crash out's done, man. Crash out's done, and we are live. Hey guys, how you going today, BK Sport? Sorry, I just crashed out on Instagram as well. I went and did a story just talking about the Cronulla Sharks and what my thoughts are of them. I said that I'm going to sign a petition on my own channel to never have to watch the Cronulla Sharks ever again. But hey guys, how you going? We're here for a different game now. I'm still crashing out to this point. Sydney Roosters taking on the North Queensland Cowboys. That game starts in less than 5 minutes time, so we're going to absolutely pump through these team lineups here, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to new around here. We're pumping subscribers lately. I appreciate all the new followers and subscribers and whatnot. If you are new to this channel and you're like, well, this guy's just crazy, you're damn well right. You're damn well right. I am crazy. I am very passionate. I will lose my shit, but it's all good fun. And if you think that was bad, you wait till you watch the Titans game later on today. So the Roosters here in 9th position with the Cowboys in 10th position. I don't think that's necessarily right now. No, it's not. The Cowboys are in 12th position currently, and the Roosters are currently in 10th position. So a little bit of a change there. It's just that is pre-round that those things are given. This is at Allianz Stadium in Sydney. Now for the Roosters, their origin lineup is back. Angus Crichton, Connor Watson, Lindsay Collins, Robert Toya, and Spencer Leniu are in, with the outs being Dominic Young, who actually played for the Knights yesterday. He does not play for this team anymore. Egan Butcher, Makahesi Makatoa, Taylor Lasalu, and Victor Radley are out. So big ins here for the Roosters. James Tedesco is the captain. He is fullback, with the wingers being Daniel Tupou and Mark Nwanganitawase. Centres of Billy Smith and Robert Toya. Go to the 5'8", Sandon Smith, with the halfback being Hugo Savala. Front row forwards are Lindsay Collins and Nafahu White, with the number 9 being Connor Watson. Back row is Angus Crichton and Siwa Wong, with the 13 being Celeste Foketi. The interchange is Benaya Uelu, Zach Docker-Clay, Blake Steep, and Spencer Leniu, with the 18th man replacement being Ethan King, and the coach is Trent Robinson. Can't really give too much of a rundown of them right now. We'll talk about it during the game. We've got to move on to the next team lineup because the game starts in 3 minutes' time. Cowboys, Jeremiah Nene, John Bateman, and Tom Dearden come back in. So 3 big ins there, specifically the 2 origin players of Nene and Dearden, with the outs being Jake Clifford, Caden Lars, and Marley Bitongane. The fullback is Scott Drinkwater, with Robert Derby and Murray Talangi on the wings. Murray Talangi obviously doing his best over the next couple of weeks to try and get back into that Origin Game 3 lineup. Let's see if Billy changes it. The centers are Zach Labutt and Braden Burns. You go to the 5'8", Jackson Purdue, with the halfback being Tom Dearden, who is the captain. Then you go to the front row forwards of Jordan McLean and Griffin Neem, with the number 9 being Carl Lawton. Back row is John Bateman alongside Kai O'Donnell, and the 13 is Sam McIntyre. A lot of change in this lineup, actually. Cohen Hess, Jeremiah Nene, Harrison Edwards, and Thomas Duffy are the interchange, with Thomas McKaylee as the 18th man replacement and Todd Payton as the coach. Just to quickly say here, so the centre, Braden Burns, was originally number 22. The number 9, Carl Lawton, was originally the number 19. Griffin Neem, who's a starting prop in number 10, is actually in the 16. Kai O'Donnell was originally 20. He's starting it in the back row. And Sam McIntyre was originally 15 on the bench, and now he's the starting lock. And then Cohen Hess was originally starting. He's on the bench. Jeremiah Nene was originally starting. He's on the bench. And then Thomas Duffy has come in from number 23 onto the interchange. Crazy amount of changes here for the Cows. Look, I can see an upset happening here. I can see the Cowboys winning. I do think the Roosters probably actually get it from here, though, so I'm going to take the Roosters, but this could be a really good game. I did tip the Cowboys when I did the Touchline podcast thing with the boys, but I think it's going to be an interesting game here where either team can win. I will take the Roosters, but I'm kind of going 50-50 and jumping on the fence there, unfortunately, because I did midweek tip the Cows. But let's quickly go through the ladder here before the game does start. So they're all clapping in the crowd right now. What's happening? Alright, so the Roosters, they're in 10th position currently. Now, you got to remember that the ladder hasn't updated to put the Broncos above the Sharks yet. The Sharks gambling like bitches. Don't make me think about that team ever again. Gee whiz, makes me angry. But the Roosters are in 10th on 16 points, which is equal with Manly, the Dolphins, Dragons, and no, not the Cowboys, and the Dragons. So, they've got a better points differential than the Dragons, minus 59. The points differential of Manly is plus 22. And then the Dolphins plus 140. But if the Roosters win, they would go equal with the Sharks, Broncos on 18 points. So they would jump at the very minimum to 7th. But the Sharks didn't lose by too much. If the Roosters got a massive win here today, they could go above Cronulla for sure. But the Roosters would need to win by a solid amount because the Sharks lost by 6 points. That's plus 20. Roosters are minus 18, but they're not catching the Broncos. Right? So the point of the matter is that the Roosters, the highest they're probably going to finish is 8th with a win. But there is a genuine, 7th with a win. But there is a genuine chance that they could also finish 6th if they got a big enough win. If they lose this game, however, the Cowboys would jump above them. They would have to lose by about 31 points or more to go below the Dragons. So They could go into 12, but ultimately, if they lose this game, they probably just finish off the round in 11th position. The game has started here, guys. I'm going to quickly give you the rundown for the Cowboys, though, before we do get into the game. So the Cowboys, on the other hand, they're on 15 points with minus 106. The only team that matters with is the Panthers, who are plus 1. So if they wanted to jump above the Panthers, now, we've got to remember, Broncos are now in 5th, Sharks are in 6th, and the Panthers are in 7th, with the Dolphins being in 8th, and Manly 9th. So the Cowboys with a win would go to 17 points, which would be equal to Panthers. So that means they would be in 8th position. The Cowboys would be in 8th position, and neither Titans-Eels game later on today matters anything. And then you've got, if they lose this game to the Cowboys, the Titans and Eels can't go above them, and that's the only other game this weekend. So there you go, guys. That's the ladder, and also my relatively on-the-fence prediction there. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. I'm going to refresh this game score before Jay has a meltdown in the chat, like I've had a meltdown today. And let's get into it. All right, let me open this up. Let me get this game on. It's always hard, smacking in straight into another stream when you've just come off the other one just before. All right, let's move this across. All right, third tackle here for the Cowboys, and they're going to be at the 30 on their own side of the field. Jay says, kids, we ain't babysitting you this stream. Gay says, Titans better win, really cement our minor premiership. Exactly right. Got to really cement that minor premiership. You're right. So fifth tackle here for the Cowboys at the 45, and they're going to kick this ball down to the corner where it will be Magnawangane. Yes, he does get it at the 20, and it'll be first tackle. Isaac says, it says Titans are first. Why are Titans first? Well, this is a very serious channel, mate. We're very serious on this channel. There's no banter. There's no joking. Just pure analytics, just pure stats, and pure facts. And pure facts, that's the table right there. That's the table right there. But if you want an even bigger fact, the Sharks deserve a scam of that caliber, of this caliber. It deserves to be over the entirety of the screen. You know what? I'm just going to call them the Crown Scams. It makes sense. There's an S at the start of the Shark, and there's an S at the end of Sharks. Scams has an S at the start and an S at the end. Crown Scams. The Crown Scams. Cowboys have a good run here, and they'll be taken down to the 15. Scotty Drinkwater. You got to read, Isaac. You got to read. This is the real ladder. I don't know what ladder you're looking at. Second tackle over the Cowboys. They'll get this ball to the 20. Gary says, good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Well, 1 p.m. is kind of in the middle of everything here. But that's going to be a knock-on from the Cowboys and the Roosters. We'll get the ball at 25. Not a good start there for Murray Taulagi. Exactly right, Casey. Titans first. Where have you been the last 3 months, You been sleeping? Oh, you been sleeping? You been sleeping? Hold on 1 second. Adam, I'm streaming right now, so it's I'm not really going to be able to say what I want to say, but yeah, both teams were awful. There you go. Gary says, all good things. Early here in London, last game looked like a cracker. Yeah, it was a cracker in the end, actually. It really was. It was a cracker. I want to see what the Sharks fans are saying on their Instagram post, actually. I'm really intrigued by this. Only 518 likes in the last 15 minutes tells you a lot for a professional NRL team. And also 304 comments. So people aren't liking their post, which is a big sign that people are pissed off. People are pissed off in Cronulla. The Shire is not happy today. Out of the right side, it's going to be a knock-on from Nwanga to Wase. Grass McGrath. No, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. So it's going to be Roosters' penalty here from 10 metres out. I don't think they take the 2. Yeah, people are having a crack at Nico, and the downfall of Hines needs to be studied. What has happened? It's sad, man. It is. It really is sad. Like Nico Hines, there has been an unfortunate, significant drop. And at this point, you've got to be honest with him. You've got to be honest at this point. I'll talk through this set, and then we'll talk about Nico, because it is sad. Second tackle, I know you've got your generational haters online who just like to talk shit for the sake of it, but it is genuinely sad to see the fall of Nico Hines, and I think I can pinpoint a reason to it. 6 again here for the Roosters. They're 10 metres out from the line. James Tedesco runs it across, and then he'll be taken down 10 metres out. Don't let me forget this conversational point because it's important. So first tackle now at the 10. I'll go out to the right, Connor Watson. That's an awful defence from the Cowboys, and Lindsay Collins will score first try. Right at the post, basically. Right at the post. Right under the post. So it is 4-0 here to the Roosters with a kick to come. Okay, so what I want to say about Nico is that he was a very good player. He did very well as a fullback for the Melbourne Storm coming in, considering that I think that was when Munster moved to the 5'8" or whatnot. Came across the Sharks and was playing really well on the halfback, but also don't know if he was Dally M, but because the Sharks were going well and he was a big part of it. You know, he was a really exciting player to watch. I always saw him as a six, though. I think he's been let down by his coaches. I genuinely believe that Nicho Hynes has been let down by his coaches, and the worst thing possible was actually winning that Dally M because it set him up for the foundation, the platform, to only play 7. The Sharks can't move him. They've paid him massive money, right, to play their halfback. And it's like you move him from the 7 to the 6. Well, Trindle hasn't necessarily shown that he's a 7 either because honestly, just play the game like that. Have him as a technical number 7 and then Trindle as technically a number 6, but just switch their roles around the field. But I think the Dally M has set themselves up that Nicho now must play the 7 and they've signed him on big money. And it's like you can't move him out of the position that he's in, but it's not working. You know, he's a very big advocate for mental health. I love that. And that's why I don't like it when he gets insulted and berated and whatnot. Because, yeah, sure, you can criticize his performance, but I hate it that online world just absolutely goes for the neck and goes for the mental state of the guy. And it's like, come on, man. Like, the guy's a decent dude. The guy's a really good human being. It's just unfortunate that, you know, all of that with the online world, the New South Wales pressure, it's like, does he get in, does he not get in, and then he gets put in for like 14 minutes or 8 minutes at the end of game 1 a couple of years ago, and then he's out, and then he's back in, and I think he's been let down a lot of ways, and I think that now you've seen that he's moved past where he was a really good player, and he has become a poor player, Nicho. He has become a poor player. I genuinely think that if the Sharks knew about this Nicho a few years ago, they wouldn't have re-signed him. And it's an unfortunate situation for Cronulla, and it's a really frustrating situation for Cronulla because I genuinely believe if they have a good halfback, they probably do go on and perform to the expectations that we have of them pre-season. So the Roosters here, Angus Crichton, a fit tackle at 44. You know, like, I think that I don't think you can drop Nicho because of the money that he's on, but his form warrants it. You know, and Trindle actually has had a pretty good couple of games this year. Not always, but it's hard to have a good couple of games. It's hard to have a good consistency when your halves partner is playing as poor as Nicho. So I love the guy, and I want to see him successful, but you just, at this point, you have to sit down with him and say, we have to nearly start thinking about dropping you if you're not going to perform. And like the Sharks game today, I will always say, it's a team game. It's not just on Nicho. Third tackle of the Cowboys of the 40. It's not an individual game. It's not usually that Nicho is the reason for the loss. He may be a part of it, but it's the team collective. Today, I would genuinely lay a significant, if not 90% blame on Nicho because the Broncos got back into the game from his absolute flop with Ezra Mam. And the Roosters now, Namona Tuasa gives it off to Tedesco, and Tedesco will be taken out of the 20 on first tackle. If he doesn't flop there and just makes the tackle, the Broncos don't have the momentum and probably don't get back into the game. And then you've got his atrocious kicking game today, plus you've also got that kick that he nearly kicked out on the full dead for a 7-tackle set. And then plus you've got the knock-on in a crucial time, 35 metres out from your own line. You have to put blame on him for today. And so that's a knock on there from the Roosters. So it's going to be Cowboys ball, 0 tackle at the 45. And I would love to hear your thoughts. And give legitimate thoughts too. Don't be like a piece of shit and just insult the guy's character because there's nothing wrong with the guy's character. But like, give me your genuine thoughts on Nicho Hynes so far this season or over the last couple of years. If you disagree with me, if you agree with me, I want to hear it because he is the most intriguing situation in the NRL for mine at the moment. On footy ability alone, it's the most intriguing situation because he's long-term contract, he's got a lot of money to play halfback, he's won a Dally M, he's not performing to that standards, he's not performing to the expectations. Realistically, he probably should be dropped, but they can't drop him. Does he go to the 5'8"? Does that actually help the Sharks at all? Right-hand side of the Cowboys, and they're going to be at 9 metres out. They give it back to Tom Dearden here on third tackle. He'll go short ball, and they'll be taken down 5 metres after the line, fourth tackle. Like, what changes and what actually helps it? And knock on Cowboys on a 6 again too, so it'll be a penalty, no advantage taken. Penalty to Cowboys. Simple says just wet the hair again. Problem solved for the Sharks. Deary me. Gary says don't tell Blaze, but it's hot and no, Gary. No. Like Sharks fans are saying, Nicho Hynes is the worst halfback in the NRL right now. It's like, No, Kyle Flanagan is still here. So Cowboys now at the 10. Tom Dearden gives it underneath to Griffin Neiman. He'll be 4 metres out. Kyle Flanagan's still there. But right this second form-wise, it wouldn't be too far from it. Jackson Peace is definitely in the bottom 4 currently speaking. Third tackle for the Cowboys, 5 metres out off to Tom Dearden. Tom Dearden then to McLean. McLean off to Scott Drinkwater. Drinkwater at the back now. No, that's Kyle Labor, sorry. And he'll be 8 metres away from the line, 4 tackle. 30 minutes to go the first half, guys. 10 minutes gone, 30 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Jordan McLean will be 7 metres out, fit tackle. 7 metres out, fit tackle. And Tom Dearden, short ball, and that'll be a switcher over. So 3 metres away, the Roosters will get the ball. Bretton says Nico doesn't deserve to be attacked as a person. Correct. And that's why I will criticise Ezra Mam's character for the situation that's happened, but that's because there's a situation that's happened. Unfortunately, you get people who don't understand how to disassociate rugby league and the person's character and whatnot. Like, oh, it's another knock on from the Roosters. This is a very typical Roosters, though. The Roosters do make a lot of errors. They win games, but they do make a lot of errors. So don't be surprised if the Roosters get 12, 13, 14 errors today and still win, just like the Storm did yesterday. This is what the Roosters do every week. They drop the ball a lot, but they do end up ultimately winning for some reason. First tackle now for the Cowboys, and they're 18 metres away from the line. They give it to Tom Dearden. Dearden underneath, and they'll be taken down 13 metres out, second tackle. And this is a big reason with the Sharks. This is a big reason why we said with the Dragons game, it didn't prove shit. Just like the Broncos against the Titans, didn't prove shit. Oh, it's a knock-on. Oh, we're going to see a lot of knock-ons today, guys. We're going to see a lot of knock-ons today. We are going to see a lot of knock-ons today. Oh, no, they're going to challenge this. Yeah, Sharks aren't happy. Nico has to go, just wasting seasons with him at 7. Shouldn't have signed him to start with. He's a fullback playing in the halves at a good club. He's playing in New South Wales Cup, not a top 10 halfback in the game. I don't disagree right now. It initially hits Braden Burns in the head. Does he get the ball back? Yeah, he does. Okay, so this is going to be a successful challenge. Tasmate says it's been years and the same shit keeps happening. Plus, there is a reason why a team like the Melbourne Storm chose someone else over him. Well, not necessarily. You need a lot of context to add on to that one. Nico was playing fullback at the Storm. It's just the Sharks decided to put him into the halves. I just think they put him into the wrong half. And this is... Oh, they're gonna say it's a knock-on. I thought it came off his head. Oh, well, it's inconclusive. So the Cowboys keep their challenge, but Roosters get the ball at 15. Yeah, so you need to add context to that. Like, he was fullback for them, and then Pappenhausen was coming through. Well, he was 14, wasn't he, as well? No, he was fullback. But they did have Pappenhausen coming through. Munster had shifted from fullback to the 5'8" by that point. I don't know if did they have Jerome Hughes at that point? I think Jerome Hughes was there when he was there. Yeah, because he won the premiership in 2020. Cameron Smith was still the 9. But yeah, him at the Storm was very different to him at the Sharks. So sure, but there needs context behind that. So third tackle now for the Roosters, and Connor Watson with a good run here to the 50, and it'll be 4th tackle. Sunnett says he went from a player everyone wanted to see play Origin to a player who was hindering the Sharks. Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel Nico was really good last year, 2023. Last year? Was he? I disagree. 2023, sure. Was that the Dally M year? No, that was Kalaponga. No, I disagree. I would say that I tried to defend him a lot, but I'd say that his last really good year was actually when he won the Dally M. Second tackle at the 15 for the Cowboys. Like, sure, he has good games in him. Every NRL player should have good games in them, even if they're the worst player in the competition. They should still have a good game in them. Otherwise, they don't play again. But the Sharks are just in a situation where I don't know what they do. I honestly don't know what you do. Unfortunately, Nico's form has slumped since his Origin game. Yeah, they might get away here. No, Jackson Purdy taking down to the 40 on 5th tackle for the Cowboys. And that's a big thing because everyone, as Sunday said, everyone wanted to see Nico play. So that's going to go out around the 20, not a 40-20. It'll just be Roosters ball at 20. Everyone wanted to see Nico play. He deserved to play. Then was given, I think, the 14 or 15. And then he came on, I think it was 2022 or 2023. 2023 in game 1, unfortunately missed a tackle, and then got absolutely hounded online for it because ultimately Queensland went on to win that game in a comeback. And he's never kind of come back from that. I think that he has a lot of issues off the field, and then the on the field stuff happens, and then he gets more off the field issues because of how the fans react, and that's why it's good to see Crichton, calling it out, and who's the one from the Knights recently that had to call it out? I think it was James Schiller. Because this is what players get. I get it, and I don't get it to the same extent that the players do, but I get it, so I understand what people are messaging. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really harsh. And I think that with Nico's off-field issues, it compounds. And unfortunately, his form has completely dropped off from his lack of belief in himself now on and off the field. But that's just my personal opinion, from what I see as an observation. That doesn't mean that's correct. It's just my observation. Good point, Olivia. Said, what's another bone to pick with you? And it was, so Olivia messaged me this morning on Instagram saying that she saw a ping pong show on TikTok. That is Seb Watson's fault. So that's going to be a penalty here to the Cowboys at the 28. Ashley Klein didn't want to call it, but he called it because he doesn't know what he's doing. Seb Watson says, yikes for your algorithm with the stuff that's spoken about this chat. The TikTok must be lively. All right, so Cowboys at the 45. Yeah, they have had plenty of field position. I don't agree with Blocker much, but I agree with that. Gary says, Blaze, you're looking forward to the Titans game. It's not on over here, so we'll watch your stream. Well, here's an idea. Even if it was, I might watch my stream and also the game. Huh? How about think about that one? Really intriguing. Second tackle now at 30. I'm looking forward to the Titans game. It's hard to kind of pick yourself up and go again when you're a fan of a team that's, Cowboys have thrown the ball over the sideline. Guys, this is going to be an awful quality game. You can tell it already. But then again, we've had great games. Every single game of this round has been a good game. I know Warriors-Panthers was a blowout in the end-ish, 28-18, but if you watched it, it was a bit more of a blowout. But it was a really close game for the majority. Really close game for the majority. Tigers-Raiders was fantastic in the second half. Rabbitohs-Storm was awful first half, amazing second half. Dolphins-Knights was kind of awful first half and amazing second half. And the Sharks-Broncos was okay first half and an amazing second half. The second halves this week have been the belters, so maybe this is just an awful start and then it gets going good. But no, look, I want the Titans to win. I think the Titans should win. If they don't win, then they're pretty much guaranteeing themselves with a spoon, because if you can't beat the Eels with no Mitchell Moses and Dylan Brown, you don't deserve to be on the field. You don't deserve to be on the field if you lose to Mitchell Moses and Dylan Brown. Hold on, I'm still going to message him. Sorry, just to clarify, take the 2 points of the Broncos. At the end of the day, just take the 2 points and hide from the game and pretend like it didn't happen. But at least he got the 2 points, is what I would say. Another knock-on from the Roosters. Oh my gosh, the Grass McGrath is Dally M generational talent right now. But yeah, don't think that I'm taking away the 2 points there from the Bronx when I say that. It's just that there was a lot of problems in both teams. Both teams weren't great, but the Sharks, man, they are scammers that ever did scam. So I'm just talking to a Broncos friend. Casey says, I knew it, Jay has to be the number one dish over there. What'd Jay say? They run out of butter chicken, he missed out. How good's butter chicken? Oh, Cowboys have knocked the ball on. Oh my gosh, guys. The completion rates here have just been horrific. What is it? 66% will go down. It will be 6 from 10 from the Cowboys, so they're going to be around 60% completion rate. The Roosters, they're at 9 from 12, which seems wrong, but it's correct, obviously. It's 3 errors to the Roosters already, and 5 errors to the Cowboys. Sorry. Gee whiz. So the Roosters now bring this ball to the 15, third tackle. Third tackle now, 12 metres away. Seb Watson says, my TikTok just had chai tea. My TikTok just had TT, so way less fun than what content you're getting. Seb Watson, for how many times I've got to tell you guys this? Chai means tea. Also not how you spell chai. So, third tackle, there's an injury here to, I think it's Siwa Wong, God bless him. Chai means tea. Naan means bread. So if you have a naan bread with chai tea, that means you're having bread with TT. Deary me. A Barney my Jay. Damn. I used to love watching Barney as a kid. I used to love watching Barney. Gary's is playing with the bar of soap. Well, it's a typical Roosters game. Again, Roosters usually win these games, even though they make a lot of errors, and the Cowboys are the Cowboys. JK57 says Tommy Dearden's performance was good in Game 2 State of Origin. I agree. I thought Tom... Well, that's unfortunate, that tackle. Yeah, Siwa Wong's had his left leg twisted a little bit there. It's unfortunate, though. So, at least he's walking off, though. He's not having to be helped off the field. At least he's walking off. Sutters is dearing me, what is this game? You know this is a typical Roosters game. As a Roosters fan, Sunder, you know this is well and truly a Roosters game. It's not like this is any different to what we would expect out of a Roosters game, but they'll probably still end up winning it because the Roosters just somehow make a whole bunch of errors and still find a way to win. I feel like a margarita. After watching the Cronulla Sharks, I feel like it. Like I had a lot of tequila yesterday, but I want another one right now. On the basis of having to deal with the Cronulla Sharks this year. Alright, so 4 tackle now, 10 metres out here from the line. Someone said imagine losing to a Brisbane C team. Did they lose to the Dragons? Roosters out of the right side and I want it to Wase. Oh, guys. Guys, please play like professional rugby league players. Cowboys will have the ball here 3 metres out. I'm begging at this point. Ian says Titans win today, then walk over the Cowboys next weekend. The playoff charges on. Playoff charges on, Ian. Let's just focus on this game today before we start thinking about next weekend. But I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. Feel like a 2-ies or 2. You may as well make it 3. Make it 4 at this point. You know, just get a towel for yourself. Just get a beer towel for yourself, mate. So Jordan McLean, 4 tackle. Olivia says, at least I didn't have to cry going upstairs to Suncorp today. I would suggest Broncos fans to pretend that game didn't happen, but just be happy with the 2 points. Pretend the game didn't happen. Like, it was a fun game to watch in the end. Like, it was a fun game, banter aside. But both teams have a lot to work on. You know, Broncos won, but they have a lot to work on. Sharks lost. Even if they had won, they would have had a lot to work on. Beer Tower sounds great. I had one last night. It was brilliant. It's brilliant. Second tackle now at the 50. Cowboys, okay. Second tackle here at the 50. 20 minutes gone here, guys. The completion rates are both under 70%. They're both under 70%. 69% for the Roosters, 64% for the Cowboys. Is yikes. But 20 minutes to go. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Short ball, Crichton. And it'll be 4 tackle here at the 30. Casey says, Bronx got the Wars next week. Could be interesting depending on what Warriors team shows up. Well, it's a bit unfair on the Warriors to judge them based off of that one game against the Panthers, despite the fact that it is very concerning signs for them. That's going to be a forward pass. Oh, my. That's not a... Oh, they haven't called that forward? It should have been called forward. Well, that'll be a completed set, but it shouldn't have been. That'll be a completed set, but it shouldn't have been. Did you have the French beer again? No, went to a different place. Oh, is it a dropout? I think this is a dropout. Shouldn't have been, but it is. Oh, boy. No, I didn't have the French beer. Oh, no, it was a 4... Guys, you got to be shitting me. We saw a forward pass from the Roosters for a non-completed set, and now we've seen a knock-on from the Cowboys on first tackle. You got to be shitting me at this point. You got to be shitting me at this point. You got to be shitting me at this point. Did knocked it on first tackle. Roosters threw a 4 pass. Both these teams have completed under 65% today. Quality game, Sunder. Quality game. Quality game. Quality game, mate. Fantastic game. The winner of this game is whoever's not watching it. Roosters now to Tedesco, and Tedesco will be... I beg the Roosters complete this set. I don't need you to score. I beg you complete this set. I beg. I really do. I beg. They were complaining about their arms being sore waiting for the Bronx to come out. The cheerleaders? Really? Amazing. The cheerleaders got in my way of giving out my nose. They were complaining about their arms being sore. Tough life. Real hard life there. That's real problems in this world, is the cheerleaders complaining about their arms being sore whilst waiting for the rugby league team to run out into the field. You know, I feel for them. I really feel sorry for them. 4 tackle now at the 15. Out to the left, and Roosters will be taken to the 12, fit tackle, because they were shaking their pom-poms. Yeah, that's the real problems in life. Roosters against Crichton, fit tackle, they complete a set. They complete. Oh, they might score. They might score. No, they won't. They'll be half a metre short. But at least they completed the set. At least they completed the set. We take it. We're excited for it. We've seen 5 errors from both teams in 20 minutes. We've seen 10 errors in 20 minutes. We've seen an error 50% of the game at the moment. 50% of the game. Gee whiz. So first tackle now for the Cowboys. They'll be 5 minutes out from their own line. Workers comp on Monday. Casey said should have helped them shake the pom-poms. Olivia, yeah, Olivia, she just jumped on the cheerleaders. Should have just started getting the pom-poms out yourself. Lagan Paulsek says, say that to a bricklayer, the poor buggers. No, Lagan. Bricklayers, nowhere near as hard of a job as waving the pom-poms as the Broncos are running out in the field. No, it's not as difficult. What, you think laying bricks and staying in a hot sun all day, you think that's a hard job? Why don't you try going to Suncorp Stadium and waiting for the rugby league players to come out because you're holding your pom-poms up? Come on, man. Come on, don't be silly. This is a serious channel. Tom Dearden runs it on 5th here. Roosters defense all over the shop and the Cowboys are away. Stays inside. Will it be too hard? Yes, it will. 7 tackle set coming up. 7 tackle, 10 kilogram pom-poms. Someone says, sounds like Reece needs to work on his upper body if his arms were hurting before the game started. Reece, good cheerleader. Really good cheerleader. To be fair, he had a good last 20 minutes. Like, his first 60 minutes were just horrific. But his last 20 minutes was actually good, Reece. Like, that pass across for that cutout ball was really nice. And, look, ultimately, Reece broke away for that other try as well down the left-hand side where he didn't score. He passed it off, I think, to Saikotapani. But, like, I do lay blame with Nico for and that's another thing I didn't mention before. Nico not making an attempt at the tackle with the ball, and Tedesco's away at the 20, the 15, the 10, 4 tackle, 8 metres out. You know, Britton Nakora missed the tackle, but like Nico should have been helping him out. Like Nico was tackling a player that didn't have the ball, and the Roosters will score. Billy Smith will score. It's 10-0 with a kick to come. And Cowboys, you can't even argue it. Like, you can't even argue what you're doing right now, Cowboys. You've knocked the ball on a ridiculous amount. So Billy Smith with the try. He's a very underrated player, Billy Smith. Olivia says they did a 2-minute dance with some kids before, so maybe that was why, but they got right in front of us fans. We were waiting way longer. But were you waving pom-poms, Olivia? But were you waving pom-poms, Olivia? Oh, my mum wasn't able to watch that game in the last game, by the way. She was on the plane back from Gold Coast to Fiji. So, so she left at 12:21 my time. So they would have been up 22-6 at that time. She would have got on that plane thinking the Sharks are going to win. I'm going to message her. I'm sorry for when you land and see what happens. Oh, man. I said I'm sorry for when you land and see what happened. Yikes. So, 10-0 with a hit to come, and Roosters to take the conversion in a minute. Lager says, sorry, I've got to start using my thinking cap. It's a hard job staying in Suncorp Stadium. Absolutely. You know, absolutely. Jay says, I can hear hot... He does not. Does he still do that? He still steals my he does not miss thing. It's crazy. I can't believe that. I can't believe it. Like, I know imitation is flattery, but like, as a content creator, man, you've got to come up with your own thing. Like, you've got to come up with your own thing, man. I have said this to before too. It's like everyone knows that I was saying that with Tan, and we still get comments about it, even though I don't say it anymore. And yet he just decided to take it to his own. It's like I have quite literally myself made Sam Walker miss. He had a perfect game, except for on the corner when at Seabass. I've quite literally watched him miss. I've quite literally helped make him miss. But he still says Sam Walker does not miss. I'm like, I've personally been an involvement in him missing, actually. Joshua says, I picked the Broncos. That's great, Joshua. So, unfortunately for you, the Broncos aren't playing in this game. We are watching the Roosters versus the Cowboys. So, thank you for telling us that you picked the Broncos. But I also picked the Penrith Panthers to go and win 4 premierships in a row in 2021 and 2024. So, hopefully, we're both right. So, you picked the Broncos. I'm going to make a wild shout, and I'm going to say that the Sharks win in 2016. I'm going to say the Sharks win the comp in 2016. You know what? I'm going to say that the Rabbitohs get kicked out of the comp in 98, 99. I'm going to make the bold prediction. I'm going to make a bold prediction and say that, that ball... Okay. Can I go to bed? Can I leave? Can I have a break for this game? Can I have a break for this game? It's Roosters 16 now with a kid to come. Can I please just leave? Can I just go? That was a beautiful bounce there for the Roosters. It wasn't intentional. Well, it's not what a try, Sundo. Come on. It's not intentional, but it worked out. Oh, man. Josh says I picked the Roosters. Thank you, Josh. They are up 16-0, as you say. You picked the Roosters. So you're on fire, mate. You're on fire. You picked the Broncos, and they've already played, and they won, so that was a bold call. And now you're picking the Roosters while they're up 16-0. You know, you're on fire, Josh. Like, truly, you're on fire. That's a horrible bounce there for the Cows. And then Robert Toya just passed the ball off to Connor Watson. He'll squat to the post. Mitchell's like, this guy, I can't do it. Oh, man, why am I so consistent? I wish I wasn't so consistent. And I would say, I'm going to go down. I'm going to get my 3rd coffee of the day. And maybe get something to eat and then come back. But I can't do it. I just can't leave. But I really want to. When the luck is with you, some bounce that. Yeah, well, that bounce definitely was unbelievable for the Juksters. Casey says, not happy, Toya, I need you for a try. Mate, you've got like 53 minutes left of this game. And the Roosters are up at 18-0. I think you'll be fine for a Toya try. Seb Watson says, Josh, don't get ahead of yourself. That's way too into the future. Oh, Josh picked the Titans? Oh, nice. Yeah, that is way too into the future. That's a long way away. It's a long way. Deliveroo. Get some bread. To be fair, I could order. Oh, no, I've got to go out for dinner tonight. I could order, though. I could order. Cheese popcorn. Oh, dude, the most annoying thing about Hua Hin is that the movies, the last screening is at like 7 o'clock, 7:30, and the games on the weekend, like today, for example, I think finishes at 7. So this game will finish at 3. Oh, no, today's actually early. I might be able to go to the movies tonight. But, like, yesterday, the games finished at 7, and that's like when the... Oh, geez, Spencer Lenny gets taken down to the 20, but just got thrown across the side. Queensland Rail is screwed. Why close half the train like on a Broncos home game? They do it every weekend, every time for Titans games. Like Titans, Broncos, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, they always do it when there's a rugby league game or an AFL game on in the area. It's crazy. Have you finished your fitness camp yet? No, I finish on Monday, Tuesday. And I'm trying to figure out if I go to Koh Samui and meet up with a couple of friends, or if I go to Bangkok before I head over to Vietnam. Because if I go to Koh Samui, then I'm going to have to fly to Phuket to Ho Chi Minh, which I can do. But it's just a little bit more extra travel time. Or I could just fly from Koh Samui to Bangkok and then Bangkok to Ho Chi Minh. Or I could just go straight to Bangkok and then after a couple of days head across to Ho Chi Minh. So yeah, I'll figure it out today. Last night was like our going away thing. Go to Kosa for sure. Well, the thing is, I'm in the area, bro. It's an hour and a half flight. Like, it's like the Europeans, right? In Asia, you can kind of just scoot across wherever. Like, if I feel like coming back, I can. Like, I know a lot of people over here now, so... I've got in about a month's time, I actually do have to come back very briefly because a friend of mine's actually fighting in a big fight in Bangkok. So, first tackle down to 33. And the Cowboys, John Bateman, he'll be 25 metres out. Second tackle. They give it off to Sammy McIntyre, Tom Dearden underneath to Jeremiah Nene. All right, this is your chance to get back into the game before half-time. 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Roosters up 18-0. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Cowboys, wow, 1 metre short. It's unlucky. They give it to Purdue. Drinkwater. Here's a try. Oh, Braden Burns will score. Braden Burns will score on the right side. Nearly messed it up, but he does get it. So it is 18-4 with a kick to come. The Cowboys get back into the game. The Cowboys back into the game. But it's not the most enthralling of games right now. No, not the most enthralling of games. Definitely seen more enthralling games. We've got about 40 people here right now, which kind of shows how many people care about this game right now. We're on 13 likes, so let's at least get to 20 by halftime. Let's at least get 20 likes by halftime. Titans vs Squills next. Yes, I'm definitely more excited for that than this one so far. Damn, I want to keep saying the Sharks meltdown here on Instagram. I'm going let me have a look. I swear the Rabbits ship Burns to China. The Titans are the only NRL team that are winless at CommBank Stadium. Oh, thank you, Rando, for letting me know that. Thank you, Rando. Thank you, Rando. Hold on. Hines never beating the not clutch allegations. Yeah, well, that's not wrong. And see, then you get comments like "laugh at Hines" button. Like, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing at Hines? And what has he done to like make people actually hate him as a person? Oh, someone said, "Why would you laugh at him? He did good." He did good, you reckon? Jeez. Cows average 26.51 meters a set currently. Seb Watson. Don't make me sick. Don't make me sick. Is that true? 26.51. I don't even spit at it. I'm not even going to spit at it. I'm not even going to spit at it. That's a disgrace. That's a shambles. That's just... 26.51 meters a set. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've had to just walk up and have a drink. Oh my gosh, dude. I almost switched the stream off stats at the 25. If they go into half time with less than 25 meters per set, we're having a break for the second half, and I'm coming back for the Titans game. So the Cowboys, and I mean it. So the Cowboys here at the 28 on third tackle. Joshua says I tipped the Dolphins. Okay. Well, considering that game's finished and the Dolphins lost, I probably suggest not tipping the Dolphins. The Dingo says, I will never predict the Sharks to do something ever again. Dingo, I would like to advise you, if you would like to hear my thoughts on the Sharks, please go back to the last minute or two, maybe the last 5 minutes. Just watch the Sharks Broncos stream for the last 5 minutes and just bask in the glory of an absolute crash out of that Cronulla Sharks team. An absolute crash out of epic proportions. It was epic. It was epic. It was absolutely epic. Epic crash out. I started pulsating. I started absolutely pulsating with the scam sign. It was literally pulsating on the screen. And by the way, the Dolphins losing and the Sharks losing, I'm nearly happy to kind of lock in that top four, eh? Like I'm nearly happy to lock it in. If the Sharks had won, they would have been within 4. Now they're out by 6, and the points differential is just not good. The Dolphins have lost their points differential is still very good, but you know, like they're 8 points away from the top 4. Jeez. Oh, I've got to update this ladder too. They haven't even put the Broncos above the Sharks yet. And Braden Burns, third tackle, gets the ball to the 50, and gets the offload away. Jackson Purdue taking out the 43rd tackle. Andre says, who's here after the comeback win from the Bronx? We stream every game, mate. We were here the whole time. But also, Cowboys nearly knocked on 4th tackle. Also, man, like, Bronx won, but it weren't great. But the Bronx won. they won. They won, but whoever won that game, it's like if the Sharks won, we would have slandered the Sharks saying, you won, but... And the Broncos won, and we're like, well, you won, but... Tom Dearden kicks it through, and that's going to be... Oh, it's going to be a dropout. It's going to be a dropout. Dingo says, don't worry, I already saw the crash out. It was absolutely warranted. Mate, it was a crash out. It was a crash out. Olivia says, I'm here. Okay, so I'll leave. Okay, bro. Jay's just timed him out. It's not an airport, man. This is not necessarily an airport. You know, you do not need to announce the departure. But like, there was nothing wrong. I was just replying here. Brenton says 50% of underdog games have won this year, hurting punters' pockets. Those stats, yeah, crazy. The Sharks, they were massive underdogs for their game too. I know they didn't win, but like they were close enough to give you a heart attack if you're a Broncos tipper. Second tackle out to 15. Bruh. Top four seem to be the only non-frauds, and even they've had some serious fraud performances. Excuse me, the Warriors played yesterday against the Panthers team with none of their origin players at home, and they lost. Our Cowboys here right inside, 5 metres out, 4 tackle. Brayden Burns actually been doing pretty well here. So they go out to the left. Off to Drinkwater. Drinkwater gives it across here to Tom Dearden. Dearden then gives it across to Nene. Nene here. Will take it down 10 metres out. Fifth tackle. Fifth tackle. Tom Dearden. No, Dearden. No, that's not the play, Tom. That's not the play. I mean, physically, but mentally, I'm in Bali. I agree. I agree. Mentally, I'm in Koh Samui right now. Mitchell says, don't make him mad, Jay Blood. He'll send you threats again. What, Andre? Andre's not the guy who did that, is he? Dogs and Raiders have been the only consistent teams this year. Yes. Yes, I would agree. Yeah, I would agree. No, Warriors have been consistent. No, the Warriors have been consistent, but like they haven't proven themselves against the top 4 teams yet. Like they've lost to the Raiders twice, and they lost to the Melbourne Storm by a big margin. And one of those Raiders results was also a loss by a big margin, albeit in Vegas. But like the Warriors have, for the most part, been consistent. It's just yesterday makes you kind of question it. But overall, I'm not going to let one game impact my entire thought process on the team. All right, so a long ball across there to Murray Talangi. Talangi might get away here. He gets that ball. Oh, it's a knock on. Oh, no, Wangana Tawase is going to score. No, he's not. It's going to be a knock on, though, from the Cows. There's been plenty of consistently bad teams. Yeah, okay, let's rattle through them. Titans, Eels, Rabbitohs, Tigers, Knights, Cowboys, Dragons. Now we're getting Manly. I would say I would probably put Manly on that category. Roosters were for a large part of the season. Dolphins are a large part of the season, but they've been coming up strong recently, except for yesterday. Look, I'm going to say Sharks. I'm going to put the Sharks there. You know what? Screw it. I don't care they're 6th. I don't care they're 6th at this point, Sharks fans. I don't care anymore. I'm done with you. Manly, defiantly. Defiantly. Finn's been okay. Well, outside of yesterday, their last 3 weeks, they've scored 158 points and only conceded 18. So their form recently has been amazing, except for yesterday. So out of the left-hand side, not Reed Mitchell's coming out. And it's going to be 5 metres away, third tackle. The Dingo says, just when I thought this season couldn't get worse, the Panthers, Broncos and Roosters all managed to return to the top 8 in the same weekend. That'll do me. Dingo. Panthers is a facade for mine. I do think the Panthers are a bit of a facade. I know. Oh, for gosh sake, it's a knock-on, Roosters. I'm having a break it up time, guys. I really am. We've got a whole game and a half to go, and I know that I'm going to deal with an absolute schmozzle for the Titans game. So it's like, we've got a game and a half to go. I'm taking a break it up time. The amount of knock-ons in this first half has been out of this world. You know, Grassy McGrath is having the game of his life. I've watched plenty of Knights games. Grassy McGrath is having the game of his life here. The game of his absolute life. He's generational. Like, errors-wise, it's currently 7 errors to the Roosters and 6 errors to the Cowboys, and we've still got 2 minutes to go here the first half. Have a break, good sir. There's not much even for me. That's coming from a Roosters fan, and they're up 18-4. So the Cowboys here at the 30. Ian says, this game reminds me of Knights versus Tigers earlier in the season when the Knights knocked it on about 300 times. Yeah, but funnily enough, the Knights won that game. No, they didn't. You're talking about the other game, so I'm thinking about the first game of the season. The second Knights-Tigers game. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about. That was bad, that game. Drinkwater at the 45 of the Roosters side of the field. Up to 28.88. Let's go Cows. Oh, let's go average set distance Cowboys. That's beautiful. 6 again. Minute 36 to go the first half. The craziest thing is that if the Cowboys score at halftime, they'll be down by only 8. The Dingo says, are we going to get the most fraudulent, low-quality grand final of all time this year? No, I think Raiders versus Bulldogs would be really fun to watch too. Raiders haven't won since '95. Bulldogs haven't won since 2004. Oh my gosh, it's another mistake. It's another mistake. We've seen 14 errors in this first half. 7 each. If I genuinely think if the Storm win the grand final, it'll be fine. If it's Bulldogs Raiders, it'll be great. If it's Warriors versus Bulldogs, it'll be the best thing for the NRL viewership wise. Viewership wise, Bulldogs Warriors will be the best scenario for the NRL. If the Panthers make it, if it's Panthers Storm again, I'm quitting. I'm quitting. I'm moving to Lithuania. If it's Panthers Storm in the grand final again and the Panthers win, I'm straight up moving to Lithuania and I'm becoming a cow farmer. I'm becoming a cow farmer. I'm deleting my social media. Lithuania is not known for its cow farming, but I'm going to start a trend. I'm going to start a trend. If it's Panthers versus Storm and Panthers win, I've given up on rugby league. Don't come search for me. I'm moving to Lithuania to start a trend of becoming an elite cow farmer. I'll be done. So there's 7 seconds left here. I think they've said this is a mistake from the Cowboys. The Dingo says Melbourne and Melbourne, but I've seen some questionable performances from them this year too. Everyone's had questionable performances. The Bulldogs against the Broncos was very questionable. The Raiders haven't been questionable for the most part. Tigers game the other day was questionable, but they still won, which was impressive, considering the momentum in the second half. The second half against the Bulldogs was questionable from them. Warriors yesterday, 2-point field goal attempt. No, that was an awful pass. And Tedesco's still going, and that, my friends, is going to be half time. Lithuanian Wagyu beef. Hey, Jay, it's for sale, mate. It's for sale from me. So half time here of one of the worst first halves you are ever going to see in the entire lifetime of historical value of the worldwide Special Forces unit across the galaxy. Like, that was the worst first half nearly of all time. 18-4 here to the Roosters. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. I've seen more knock-ons here in this game here today than I've ever seen in my life. 8 errors to the Cowboys in the first half, 6 errors to the Roosters, 14 errors in the first half. That'll do me. That'll do me. So please, for the love of all that is mighty, hit that thumbs up button. Please, please, I beg. I'm begging you at this point to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let's at least get to 20 likes because this game is just abysmal. It really is. After a fantastic round of footy, Tigers Raiders was good. Warriors Panthers was good for 60, 65 minutes. Knights Dolphins was amazing. Rabbitohs Storm was amazing. Sharks Broncos was amazing. And then we've got this absolute trash shit we're watching right now. Mitchell says that pass really sums up the first half. It really does, Mitchell. It really does. I think there's only 5 teams with more wins than losses at the moment. One of those teams did whatever that was against Brisbane just before. Don't remind me of the Sharks, Dingo. Otherwise, you'll get me angry. Dingo, I nearly want it. You know what? I'm done with it. Hold on. I'm just going to hold on. I'm done with them. You know what? They don't even deserve to be there. But I'm going to change their name. We're going to do this. We're actually just going to make their name. We're just going to make their name Scam. I don't even want to see their name. We're just going to block them. We're just going to block them out. I don't even want to see it at the moment. I don't even want to see it. There you go. It's done, Sharks. You're done. Brenton says, let's all have a chai break. Brenton's learnt. Brenton has learnt that chai means tea, so he didn't say chai tea. And sing Comla? Comya? What are you talking about? Logan Ballsack says Broncos vs Sharks was not amazing. Get out of here. It was amazing in the last 10 minutes. It was an amazing fun game to watch. It doesn't mean the quality was exactly electric and unbelievable, but it was an amazing game to watch. It was. It doesn't mean the quality was there, but it was close. It's just what was another game? Knights Dolphins wasn't bad quality necessarily. Rabbitohs Storm, there was a lot of errors in that game, but still, that was an amazing game. But no, I had a good time. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. But then again, maybe I'm just coping. Maybe I am just coping. Gary says, for every like, Blaze gets a Ladyboy token. You need help. You need help. For every like, I'm going to get another herbal inhaler. I'm not going through the stats, by the way. I'm not doing it. I refuse. I refuse to look at the stats of this first half. Guys, every stream, we go through every single stat. Oh, now the Telstra ad. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No. All right, guys, thumbs up, subscribe. I'm back in 5 minutes. I'm not watching the Telstra ad. I can't. Here we are. We're coming back. Coming back. I've just seen Hainsey say solid 40, job not done. Solid 40, he reckons. Solid 40, he reckons. Solid 40. Solid 40, reckons. Someone says, how good quality rugby league, England cricket, and a sunny day get around it? Don't you start, mate. How are England going in the cricket? You're losing like usual, or what? England cricket. Wow, you're not actually. Yeah, no, you're losing. You're not doing well. Yep. You let India get 471. You let India get 471. Seb, it's also stumped, so cricket's not even on. Cricket's not even on. Gary says England are doing quite well in the cricket, Seb. What? You've given India 471 runs. 470 runs. Hopefully push on today, but the route dismissal was awful. Is Blaze okay? Should we call someone? No, I'm not okay. I'm never okay, mate. You're giving up 470 runs. What do you mean quite okay? Hold on, what was it again? 471 runs to India. India were lucky to get 200 in Australia. KJ Sports says, do you think this is the best Sunday footy we've had in a while? The best Sunday of footy, KJH Sports? You see my eye twitching? Are you? Oh, I need to know if you're being sarcastic or real. I need to know. I need to know. I really need to know. Someone says, we'll be soon. We put them into bat as well. Yeah, that was weird to put them into bat. First test, mate, all part of the master plan. Yeah, no, I heard that last time. We had a couple of Englishmen saying that, first test when when the English played in Australia, they ended up losing that series 4-0 and would have lost 5-0 if Ben Stokes had the wicket had fallen over rather than the ball bounce off it and not knock the bails off. So yeah, no, I get you. But you've got to be positive in England. You've got to. Logan Bullsack says, I guess Titans fans are conditioned to poor quality games. Ultimate BKR crash out. Oh, this is coming from a Dogs fan. Is that right? Is that right? You the Bulldogs fan. 2021 happened. I did watch 2020 as well, where if it wasn't for the second last game of the season, you also would have got back-to-back spoons. Have seen plenty of bad dogs games, my friend. Thank you, KJH Sports. That really makes me feel better that you said I'm not serious. That makes me feel much better. Gary says, we need Archer and Wood fit for the Ashes. 90-plus mile per hour bowling on those fast Aussie pitches. Oh, I'm terrified of the English. I really am. Andre says, I came back. Again, not an airport. Don't need to announce arrivals. Also don't need to announce departures, Andre. I can send you away again. Oh, no, Andre. What are you doing, bruh? Andre, what are you doing, bruh? Bruh. Brenton says Trump might declare war on the Sharks. Good. Good. That's exactly what I think is the only option in today's society. That is the option we're looking for. Hold on. Jay's such a bully. Jay is a big bully. He's a big bully. He's a scary bully, but he does love dogs, so that makes him alright. KJ Sports says, I'm not scared of the English because they let India score 400, almost 500. But see, KJ Sports, this is where you're wrong. Gary, who's English, said England are doing quite well in the cricket. So it tells you how the English feel about their cricketing team if they're celebrating 471 runs against them in the first innings. Isn't this at Headingley as well? I think it is. What is this? Is it day 3? Or is it day 2? It's day 2. Oh my goodness. Guess what? We do not care. I care, actually, Andre. I've never cared more in my life. I'm actually a massive carer. Massive, massive carer. I take care of you guys all here for this game, don't I? I just need to take care of myself mentally watching this game, unfortunately. What's today? Oh, true. Oh, hold on. I'm going to mute this and I'm going to say something. It's still half time, by the way. It's still half time. So give me 1 sec. Alright, we're back. Eshay up, bruh. Eshay, bruh. Oh my gosh, can we just get this second half over and done with for the love of all that is mighty? For the love of all that is mighty. Please, just get this second half over and done with. How much hope do you have going into the game versus Eels? If we can't beat an Eels team with no Mitchell Moses and no Dylan Brown, you got to give up at that point. You got to give up at this point. You well and truly have earned that last position if you can't beat the Eels in second last with no Mitchell Moses and no Dylan Brown. That's a problem. It's a big problem. It's a big problem. So I do think we win. I do. But, yikes. Big yikes. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I might go wash my face and try and wake myself up. Again, if you guys are just tuning in for this game right now, the reason why the energy and vibe is so low is because, just to quickly give you an error count, 8 errors to the Cowboys in the first half, 6 errors to the Roosters. We've seen more knock-ons in this game than potentially there is water particles in the bloody ocean. So I'm going to quickly, so they're coming out of the field now. I'm going to quickly go wash my face and wake up. We're going to wake up. We're going to wake up. And I'll be back. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. We're back. Blaze was in the movie The Hangover last night. That's also true. Someone says they were 430 for 3 at one point, so it is definitely better than it could have been. Thought they were just going to bat for 5 days. The English mindset. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. All right, second half started here. Please hit the thumbs up button to make me feel like I'm a worthwhile human being after having to watch this game. It's going to be the Cowboys with the ball here at the 15. They get off the Jeremiah Nene, and they'll get it out of the 20, and it'll be second tackle. It's like the Cowboys aren't even out of the game. Cowboys aren't even out. There is more energy in the nuclear facility. There's more energy in the nuclear facilities in Iran than this game. That is correct. I needed to read that in my head before I read it out, just in case that it was something that I couldn't read out, but that's okay. Gary says, exactly, Seb, fighting back. Hopefully a couple of players will score centuries down that pitch and we take a first innings lead. The English mindset, it's amazing. The only way to cure tequila is with more tequila. That is a great point. That is a fantastic point, to be fair. So the Roosters now at the 10. It will kill your brain cells, but with that being said, I don't have brain cells. I've supported the Titans for too long. Second tackle now for the Roosters. They'll get this ball to the 25. It's been a bizarre round. It's been a fantastic round. It's been a great round of footy. This game has absolutely killed any kind of joy that we've had from this round. But outside of that, the round has been a fantastic round of games. The winner, to tell you that the winner of this goes into the top 8 is astounding. Based off of what we've watched. Okay, I'm going to update this ladder, by the way. I'm going to update this ladder. They finally updated the ladder on NRL.com. What a week of footy. No, that's been a great week of footy. A lot of upsets. So the Cowboys will grab the ball here. Well, a lot of upsets, or not upsets, but close upsets. Hold on. Alright, so let's put that bad boy there. And then let's move these bad boys down here. And then Panthers aren't on fraud alert. Broncos are definitely still on fraud alert. And the Warriors, I need to adjust this. And then we need to move this Dolphins fraud alert down like that. We've got to really fix this table up. It honestly, at least they're partnered up. At least you can see the Manly Seagulls and Dolphins are partnered together. The Broncos and Warriors are partnered together. And then you got the Scammers right in the middle. Right in the damn well middle. So 4 tackle of the Cowboys at the 40 on the Roosters side of the field. Based on this game, can we leave the ladder where it is? Listen. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I'm going to make sure this is still... Yeah, no. We don't want to... Oh, good contest. But it will be a Roosters, Mark Nawanga-Tawase getting the ball. I've got to fix this Titans up the top, otherwise people are going to start calling me a scammer. Not a scammer, mate. This is real. This is real. Titans are first. Believe it. Believe it, champion. Someone says, who's favourite for the Titans game? Titans? Yeah, Titans are favourites because Mitchell Moses and Dylan Brown are out. James Tedeschi with a good run now, brings it out to the 40. Then he offloads it, hits grass. McGrath. Nawanga-Tawase gets away from one. He's at the 43, and it'll be third tackle. Great control from the grass set. Mate, that's been the best control from any of the participants in today's game. Very clearly. Roosters here nearly break through, but they'll be taken down at the 44. Fit tackle. KJ Sports says, how do you think the Aussies will go versus the West Indies? West Indies have been awful for years now, so we definitely should be winning. What is it, ODI, or is it Test, or is it 2020? I would assume that it's probably like ODI or 2020. So Scott Drinkwater now will be taken down at the 10. Today's hangover day. Yeah, that's valid. How many times have a good team lost? Well, unfortunately, too many times for the Titans. Oh, it's Test, so there you go. Third tackle at 28. We seem to be playing a lot of mid-year Tests at the moment. Is it in West Indies? Now, fourth tackle here for the Cowboys at the 38. They'll roll it back to Carl Lawton. Then to the 40, Jackson Purdue. Then to John Bateman, and Bateman's going to be at the 50 on fifth tackle. Shouldn't there be a tiger in the apartment? You just haven't seen it yet, mate. It's just chilling over there. There's a monkey, a tiger, and an Allen. So Roosters now brings it out to the 20 through James Tedesco. 35 minutes to go of this absolutely enthralling, exciting, and absolutely downright brilliant rugby league game. This game of football is just something for the ages. It really is. It's something for the ages, this one, lads. I want you to write to your wives, your husbands, your father, your mother, and tell them you've made it. Because you're watching glorious, glorious rugby league right now. Just absolutely glorious. Fantastic football. Tedesco, and that's a knock on Cowboys. So 6 again here for the Roosters. And the one at twice, at the 30, the 25, the 20, he gets taken down. It was play on. He played advantage, so Tom did, and now gets the ball to 15. That was a complete 6 again, so don't necessarily agree with going for the kick there, but, you know, you do you, Marky Mark. You do you, champion. You do you. Mitchell says, this game is against the spirit of rugby league. It is really. You know, to be fair, morally, just like the English know all about the morals, big moral winners in England. You know, this goes against the spirit and the morals of the game. You know, I would say this is a moral victory for England. I reckon this is a moral victory for England, this game. Regardless of who wins, it's a moral victory for England. Big moral victors over there. Massive. Massive. You having fun? Second tackle now for the Roosters. They'll get this ball out to the 30. New set breakaway kick on the first. 2 cows run into each other. Wow. Yeah, it's unreal. Roosters next 5. Bye. Tigers at home. Dragons away. Sharks away. And Storm at home. I can't even, fake being excited right now. Can't even fake it. And Roosters are away here. Roosters are away. Hugo Savala on 4th tackle. He's still going to the 15. And it's Billy Smith. It's Billy Smith. Try time. Try time for the Roosters. Hold on. I'll give you an exciting one. Try time for the Roosters. Wow. That was fantastic. Billy Smith with a big bang, boom, bing bong, mother bitch. Try time for the Roosters. Chooky. Wowee. That was unbelievable. Unbelievable. What an exciting and enthralling contest here. I've never been able to look away from this game at any moment. I just can't keep my eyes on it. Can't keep my eyes off it. Cannot keep my eyes off this game. It really is. This really is just a spectacular game of epic proportions, and it's you know, I'm just really encapsulated by such a phenomenal performance. Oh, the game's still going. Seb Watson says more holes in that defense than Swiss cheese. Yeah, Cowboys not necessarily known for their old defense, the old North Queensland. Not really known for their old defense. Can't comment anymore as don't want to threaten Jay's #1 rank. You are. Well, you've just taken him. You've just taken Jay. That's disrespectful. It really is. Mitchell says, better hurry up and get your hot dogs before they... Okay. Oh my gosh! If it's not hot dogs, it's damn well people talking about Lismore. Like you guys, you're all bullies at this point. You're all bullies. This is why Jay got threatened. Breton says, considering Para will be without their halves, it will probably be a crash out as well. Listen, if the Titans can win a game by, they could knock the ball on 100 times in the game, and like they could knock it on 100 times, and if they won, there won't be a crash out. But if they lose this game today, I might call it quits. I may call it quits for the day. How good? I'm in first, second, and third. Are you actually? No. Seb Watson, you were in first. Jay Hayes is in second, and Casey's in third, and Brenton's been a slucko in fourth. Gee whiz, big slucko, that bloke. So 31:45 to go here of the game. That last 3 minutes has gone, it's felt like an hour. All right, so the Roosters off to Connor Watson, and he'll be at the 15. Second tackle, Spencer Leniu to the 23. You know, soon they'll, like, you go from that, soon you're going to bring the emails and stuff in. You know, you guys are just bullies. You know, Jay is the ringleader of bullies. English on top again, play the national anthem. Which one are we singing? I'm surprised anyone's got something to say in this game. I've got something to say in this game. I've got something to say. I don't think that people will enjoy the opinion and take, but I do have something to say about this game. You are a rogue bully, Jay, about that. And Cowboys grab the ball at the 15. First tackle, 30 minutes to go here of the game. How many likes are we on? 3. We are currently on 21 likes. Let's get to 25 right now. Otherwise, don't talk to me. So does Josh. You're rogue, mate. You're a rogue man, Jay. Tom Dearden looking for a break at an intercept, and this game is just spectacular. Try time for Mark Nwang and Tawase. 28-4 with a kick to come, and the Fetty bomb is probably happening. Even the scoreboard hasn't broken this game. Oh, boy. So 28-4 with the kick to come. And 2 points from you guys being able to talk about a potential 50 bomb. G'day, Josh. So Nwang to Wase with the intercept. He scores a try, and this game is all but over. Slipstream. Cowboys deserve a standing ovation. I'll give him a standing ovation, all right? I'll walk over there, and I'll give him an ovation as I don't return. So 28-4. At least the Roosters' second half has been better. Like it has been. So with a win here, Roosters, they're on -18. Oh, Sharks, you're in trouble, actually. You might be in trouble here, Sharks. Oh, no, Cronulla, you might be in trouble here. You got a +20. The Roosters are -18. If they win this game by 40 points, they go above you. And right now, they're up by 24 points, about to be 26 if he gets this. Oh, no, Cronulla. Oh, Sharks. Oh, you're in a shambles. You're lucky he's missed it. You're lucky he's missed a kick. So right now, the Roosters are -18, but they're +24 with the difference in this game. So +24 takes them to +2. Takes them to plus... No, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Sorry. It takes them to... it takes them to +6, doesn't it? I think it takes them to +6. Yeah. So they're only 14 points away from the Sharks right now. Points differential wise. Brent says that's their new name, the Shark Shambles. Scam and Shambles. Shamble Scammers. Gary says Cowboys live up to their name. Over here, Cowboys are dodgy/fake tradesmen. A Cowboys a bit of an insult in Australia, actually. Settle down, cowboy. But then again, do we have we ever caught? Well, like, obviously we have dudes who roll around with the. This is such a weird way to put it. Dudes rolling around with, oh, the Roosters are going to break away again. Oh, Sharks, you're in trouble, mate. Oh, Sharks, you're in trouble. Oh, Sharks, you're in trouble, mate. Oh, Sharks, you are in trouble, mate. Oh, Cronulla. Oh, Cronulla, you are in so much fucking trouble, it's not funny. You are in so much trouble, Cronulla fans. Oh, so 32-4 here with the kick to come. A 50 bomb is looming here. Oh, dude. So it's a 28-point lead here for the Roosters. They're going to get the kick too, so it'll be a 30-point lead for the Roosters, which means they go from -18 to -8 to +2 to +12. They are 8 points away from going above the Cronulla Sharks. Nice rugby there, to be fair. Seb Watson, you're lucky you don't get timed out for calling it rugby. Aaron Williams and Bullbars. Jay's been caught out. Jack Lewis says, is this Cowboys team the worst in the history of the NRL? The last few weeks, sure. No team's ever going to beat the Knights of the mid-2010s, mate. Mitchell Elliott says 34-2. It's funny how you can't count when you can see a 4 on the screen. So, Cowboys in recent games, they are losing 32-4 currently to the Roosters. It's about to be 34-4. They lost the Dolphins 58-4. And they lost the Storm 38-14. They were up like 32-6 against the Tigers and only ended up winning 32-28. They lost 24-6 to Manly. Oh my gosh. But no, there's been much worse. Mitchell says, shaking my head, why my Cowboys? I ask myself this question every single day for my entire life as a Titans fan. 27 minutes to go. It's 34-4. I feel like Tedesco has been playing for 100 years. He has. He has been. He has been. Even this season, that's a big ask to be the worst team. Well, like, the games are all exciting, and a lot of teams have losing records, but, like, I don't know how the Sharks still have a winning record. Like, that's crazy. The Sharks are technically still above the Broncos because they've only had one bye. The Broncos have had two, but the fact the Sharks have an 8-7 record is just astounding. You know, the Broncos don't have a winning record. They're at 500. It's not winning, so they don't have a winning record. Oh, that's a huge run there from Spence. So the Broncos don't have a winning record. Panthers don't have a winning record. Dolphins, no. Manly, no. Roosters, Dragons, Cowboys, Knights, Tigers, Rabbitohs, Eels, and Titans all have losing records. Broncos don't have a losing record. They've just got a 500 record. Maybe the Sharks had 4 byes. I'm going to use every game for the rest of their season as a bye. I'm going to use every game for the rest of their season as a bye. So the Roosters, James Tedesco back onto the inside. Now they'll be taken down to the 47 on fit tackle. 8 more unanswered points for the Roosters, and they will go into 6th position above the Sharks, and the Sharks will be teeter-tottering that top 8. Jack Lewis says, the Sharks are the biggest side this year to let me down with bets. I think every bet I've had on them, they've lost. Sharks have let everyone down, mate. Sharks have let every man down and his dog, and Jay has plenty of those. All of the dogs have been let down. All of them. Oh, here we go. Is this another scam email? What is this? Oh, guys, I got an email from Chorus Bank. Hello, this message is to notify you that the grant compensation is 2.5 trillion USD fund with your name as its beneficiary is finally approved for payout. Let us know if you're still interested. I don't know where the still word has come from there, as in still, like we've had this conversation before. 2.5 trillion USD. I've just come into some money, guys. Maybe I'll just give them my bank details and they can hook me up. I love it. 0 takeover with the Roosters after the Cowboys make an error. Love emails. A Nigerian prince. Anybody? No. This is a bank. This is a Chorus Bank. From lovethkanile20@gmail.com. Wow, I'm really surprised. Chorus Bank Group. You know, well done. Well done to me, eh? Well done to me. Sounds like you applied for it. I did. I applied for a 2.5 trillion USD fund. All right, so Spencer Leniu on first tackle is going to be 25 metres away from the line. Savala, Connor Watson, Tedesco. Oh no, no one to Wase again. He's 15 metres out. He's still going 10 metres away. He gets the offload away to Tedesco. Tedesco flicks it out the back to Savala, and Savala will be 5 metres away, second tackle. Oh, he gets the offload away, and Roosters are going to be 2 metres out, second tackle. They don't go short. It hits grass and McGrath. Oh, just hit the fitty, please, for the love of all. Oh, it's going to be a try. It's going to be an easy try here for Daniel Tupou. That's 38-4 with a kick to come. Hey, Sharks, you're in trouble, mate. You are in trouble. Trouble. Big trouble here, Cronulla. I know I keep referring to Cronulla because the Cowboys ain't threats this year. Cronulla ain't threats anymore either, to be fair. But, Cronulla, you are 4 points away from going below the Roosters. Good on ya. Simpleton says, we need the Sharks to sink down the table. Well, they're about to. We're about to see it. So what? This is 38 points the Cowboys have given up. How many points have they given up this year? 384, 94, 100, 404, 414, 418. So they're at 418. So they now quite clearly have the worst defense in the comp. They're only 6 points. This is before the Titans play today, but like, there's a long way to go in this game too, Cowboys fans. There is a long way to go in this game. And I regret to inform you, because that means that we've still got to watch the rest of this game. I regret to inform you that there is a long way to go in this game. I genuinely think they could hit a 60 slammer. They could hit the slam. They could hit the slam here, ladies and gentlemen. They could hit the slam. If with defense like that, the slam might be on. The slam might be on. I might even go put my Titans jersey on now. All right, well, if the Roosters can get this conversion from the sideline, they'll be 2 points away from jumping into sixth. And Hugo Savala will hit the post and miss it. So it will stay 38-4, 12 points away from the sexy little fitty bomb. 12 points away from a sweet, sexy little fitty bomb. I love how, when I did my tips before the games, like I tipped the Roosters here when we did our live stream, but when I did my tips with the Touchline podcast, boys, I wanted to tip an upset. Because I tipped all 4 of the first games as favourites. We all did, to be fair. And I was like, this makes me sick. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to tip the Cowboys as an upset. Well, there's been plenty of upsets this round. Not this one. Realistically, Titans by 30 in the first half, like ball sacks. Look at them. We're playing second last, mate. Come on. First place versus second last. Come on. Click on. Who's kicking is a Blues kicker. Well, Trell kind of wiped himself out last night. Cleary won't be there. Mitchell Moses won't be there. Zach Lomax can't kick for shit. Penalty to the Roosters. So you've got Crichton, but I guarantee you next week he gets a bunch of kicks and then we'll probably miss him because that's how the sport's been going recently. 50 watching. Let's get the likes up to at least 30 to just help Blaze to the finish. He's struggling with this one. Oh, Gary, mate, I am struggling with this one. I'm struggling to survive. I'm struggling to survive this one. First tackle here for the Roosters at the 40. 20 minutes to go. Thumbs up, subscribe. Please just grab a beer and just try and survive. Second tackle here at the 33. And then it's like we've got last versus second last coming up after this. At least it's my team, but like, love saying that. Love saying at least it's my team playing in the spoon bowl battle. So you got Savala, out to Connor Watson, Angus Crichton. Crichton's going to be 10 metres out for tackle. And that goes left. Connor Watson offloads it. Crichton back to Tedesco. Oh, it's a try. Savala will score. Oh my gosh. Well, Cronulla, you're in 7th. Cronulla, you're in 7th, mate. Oh, wow. So, try time. That is the right time to the Sydney Roosters. They are 8 points away from a pretty schmecksy, sexy little beautiful cutie 40 to 50 point slap up. Betty bomb. Coming up. You know, it's a quiet stream when the Poms have taken over the chat. Oh, mate, you know. It's horrid. Just horrible. Oh, he might lose it. He lost the ball. It's a no try. It's a no try. Connolly back in the 6th. Let's go. Let's go, Sharkies. Let's go, Sharks. You're back in the 6th. It's going to be a knock on. Oh, maybe it might not be, actually. They might call this a try. No, they are going to call a knock on. You know, it's a quiet stream when Sundo, who's a Roosters fan and not at this game, is not in the chat. For the Roosters game that he always hear. We are a supportive nation. Well, I support this game being finished. I'm a big supporter of this game finishing up. I'm a massive supporter of it. Massive. Massive. Oh, okay. Oh, damn. That's old stuff. So I'm looking at whatever. Damn, that's old stuff. All right, so second tackle now for the Cowboys, the 45. And they give it to Dearden. Oh, Cowboys, you're just painful to watch. Bunker's going well. Mate, first time for everything, said Watson. First time for everything. Got to be impressed by it. Jimmy James says it's already over. Jimmy James, mate, this game's been over for the last 60 minutes, and it only started 60 minutes ago, Jimmy. Jimmy, this game started 60 minutes ago. It's been over since then. The Cowboys were so bad. They were so bad in the first half. And that's going to be a forward pass. That's going to be a knock on. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's going to be something from the Cowboys. So Roosters bought the 10. The Cowboys are just awful. Oh my gosh. So where do they go now? So the Cowboys, they'll stay in 12th, but like they're very close to dropping down into that bottom 4. And if the Titans win against them next week, they'll go into the bottom 4. Seb Watson says he knocked it onto himself about 4 times before the grass smashed him. Yeah, grass with grass. Please just give us a sleep stream. Hey mate, don't tempt me. I've got a pillow right there. Don't tempt me. I've got a pillow right there. I'll sleep for the last 18 minutes on stream. I'll do it. Nafahu White gets his ball to 43. 18 minutes left. I'm going to start making shirts. I survived the Roosters Cowboys 2025. They go to the right and one into Wase. And back here to Robert Toya. Toya's still going here. And he will get taken down to 45. He has a pillow and isn't afraid to use. I'm not. I've never been less afraid to use something in my life. Would you rather listen to Gus on 9 or Michael Ennis in the commentary? I would rather listen to Michael Ennis. I would rather listen to Michael Ennis. To be fair, and I'll compliment Gus here, and I'll say Gus is a very analytical mind, but also he has got a very biased mind. So it's like everyone's got a narrative, everyone's got an agenda, everyone's got bias and whatnot. But even when I bias, I tell you that I'm being biased. Gus doesn't tell you he's being biased. He'll try and put it across as a perspective and as a analytical opinion that you kind of need to take seriously, but ultimately it's just something that he's doing as a part of a narrative that probably leans towards what he wants to get across to people in regards to like for example the Galvin situation or New South Wales. So whoever he fancies is kind of who he gives you the analytical opinion. And he can definitely restructure clubs from the inside. We saw it with the Panthers and we saw it with the Dogs, but Gus is a very intelligent guy, but just hides his bias. But it's obvious that he's being biased at the same time. Pillow left over from last night's pillow fight. Big pillow fight last night, mate. Big pillow fight. Did you hear that Manly offered Ennis a coaching role? Dude, sack Anthony Seibold, man. Second tackle. Stop thinking about who's going to have a coaching role and just sack Anthony Seibold, man. I didn't hear that, though. Is it not time to get rid of the Cows, coach? There's a lot of problems here, to be fair. There is a lot of problems with the Cowboys. I did say a couple of years back when they had their great season, I'm still not convinced in Todd Payton, and I'm definitely not convincing him now, but it's not like he's going anywhere. Cowboys, 3 metres out, 4 tackle. It was a good run from Jeremiah Nene, to be fair. Sharks fans, by the way, you're still in 6th. You're still in 6th. You'd love a Cowboys try here. You'd love a Cowboys try. Hello, Sport Boys blowing up. What are they saying? By the way, I heard their group got shut down. The punters and dribblers, the P's and D's. I heard they got shut down. What happened? I was in it, but I didn't really comment on anything. I was in it, and I know it was brutal group. It was brutal. Cowboys are going to score here soon. Murray Talangi. Oh, no. Oh, for gosh sake. Murray Talangi. Oh, Cronulla fans, you're in shambles. Murray Talangi has just not put the ball down here. But yeah, I heard the punters and dribblers. That was a very funny group. He might have actually scored. I actually think he might have scored. Yeah, I think this is a try here. I think Murray Talangi might have actually scored this. It didn't look like it was going to be a try immediately. This should be a try time for the Cowboys. Sharks fans, get back up and celebrate. You're staying in 6th for the time being. You're staying in 6th for the time being. Get up and celebrate. It's celebrations in the Shire now. Not sure what happened to the group, but I could imagine it was wild. Oh, yeah, dude, it was insane. Like, especially when Hainsey had his Joss situation. Like, that just blew that group up, man. I had to call Hainsey and make sure he was all good because, like, he was copping it, dude. That group had like 50,000, 60,000 people in it, and a lot of them actually are commenting, and a lot of them were actually heavily involved. And like it blew out of, just went crazy. It just went crazy. Josh probably wrote an email and complained. So try time for the Cowboys. Sundo, don't you come in here expecting me to celebrate your team when you should be apologising to me for having to watch this game. You should come in here trying to apologise to me for watching this game. The fact that I'm watching this game still, actually, I'm proud of myself. 60k group photo, that's bigger than I was thinking. Yeah, it was like 60,000 people there. And it was just rugby league banter and stuff, but when they wanted to go at someone, they would go at someone. I thought you were going to take the half off. I was considering it, mate. I was considering it, but I'm too consistent for my own good. I'm too consistent for my own good. So the Cowboys now will be taken down here at the 15 on first tackle. And now Jeremiah Nene to the 25 on second tackle. 15 minutes to go here in the game. Sundo, I want an apology. I want an apology right now, Sundo. I need you to apologise to not only me, but the rest of the people here watching this game. You need to apologise. And then don't worry, when there's a Cowboys fan that comes into this chat, we're getting them to double apologise. They're probably going to apologise and get timed out. You won't get timed out, but you... Cowboys are away here. Murray's Alungi to 20 and 15. Okay, knock on. Okay. 14 minutes to go. Titans versus the Parramatta of his squeals. Great game that coming up. Fantastic game. That was a good run there for Murray Talangi, though. Santa says, I'm sorry that our team is too good at winning shitchery games. Shitchery games? Actually, how have the Roosters... Like, I want to have a look at recent record of the Chooks. Because they've won quite a few games recently. Who have they beat, though? And I'm not even looking at. Don't even try and tell me the Sharks are a team that they beat. They beat the Cowboys here. Who cares? Beat the Knights. Who cares? Controversially too. Lost to the Raiders. It was a close game though, 26-24 Canberra. So I'll give them that. I think losing to the Raiders 26-24 in a very, very close game at Allianz is actually better than the 42-16 win against the Sharks, because the Sharks is just cats. Lost to the Bulldogs 24-20. That was actually a close game. And the Roosters were up and had a great opportunity to win it. And then the Bulldogs just kind of came over the top in the end. Beat the Dolphins when they were just before their big form. 46-18 over to the Dragons means nothing. And then the 40-12 loss to the Panthers, but that was a long time ago. We are making the 8. Look, honestly, man, probably at this point. Like, I don't know what to say about the 8. Like, I'm gonna guarantee the top 4 in the 8 right now. Warriors, Storm, Raiders, and Bulldogs are all top 4, and yeah, probably definitely top 4, but definitely top 8. Anybody from Broncos, honestly, to whoever wins today's game between the Titans and Eels is still in with a chance. And I hate to say that about Titans Eels, because like neither of those teams should be there, but because of the fact that all these teams have losing records, it's up for grabs. And fit tackle even the Cowboys at 30. Comp is all over the place at the moment. Yeah. This comp this year is just ridiculous. Tedesco, in a good way. I do like the comp this year. It's really fun. I wouldn't say that the quality is exactly fantastic, because I think that every team has issues, but at the end of the day, it's been an exciting season. Second tackle now for the Roosters at the 13. Second tackle. Surely you don't blue ball us that fetty bomb. Don't blue ball the fetty bomb here, Roosters. Don't do it. Come on, think about the children, man. Think about the children. Hit the damn well fitty bomb. Put the Sharks into their rightful place in 7th position right now. Don't let the Sharks get away with this. Don't let the scammers get away with this. Don't do it. You know what? I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of them at this point that I'm just gonna do this. So sick of these Sharks. For gosh sake, let me take it. We're gonna have multiple. We're gonna have multiple all across. There we go. And then I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to see him. I don't even want to see him. And we're gonna make him darker. And then we'll move this across here. If anyone's new to this channel, this is not usually how the streams go. It's just that this has been a dreadful game. There we go. Move them out of there. Get them out of there. So fit tackle, and it's going to be a penalty here to the Cowboys at the 30. Go for the 2, Cowboys. 10 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Ten minutes left. Oh my gosh, they're going to challenge it, Roosters. Come on, man. Damn, Trump's going in online, eh? 10 minutes, Brenton. Oh, he just lost that ball. I disagree, but like I don't care. Just successful, unsuccessful, I don't really care. Just do something. Just do something. Actually, have the Suns. Oh my gosh! I just watched a video from Best Sport of Braden Trindle just throwing up, projectile vomiting. Brenton, he said, any retaliation, it is all in capitals, any retaliation by Iran against the United States of America will be met with force far greater than what was witnessed tonight. Thank you, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. Oh, it's another knock on for the Cowboys. I'd rather just... oh my god! It's another knock on against the Cowboys. Another knock on against the Cowboys. We got another knock on against the Cowboys. Another knock on, another knock on, another knock on. Another knock on from the Cowboys. Another knock on, another knock on, another knock on. Oh my gosh, Cowboys. Seeing a world war through Instagram is actually cooked, bro. It actually is, eh? And you know, I don't know if you got. By the way, I need to ask this here to you guys here on YouTube. Is anybody else? So I have a pretty wild Instagram feed, right? Like I do have like just Sunday. You know what my feed's kind of like. But I hate watching like people die. I don't want to watch people die. Instagram will randomly, I'll be scrolling through a reels and I'll see someone literally die. And I'm like, why? I have never liked a video of someone dying. I don't even like I watch to think like something funny is going to happen, and then I literally see someone get hit by a car at like 100 miles an hour, and I just think, why is this in my feed? But it happens like every day. It happens every day. Do you guys get this? Do you guys get it on your Instagram too? You don't like seeing that either. No, I know. But for some reason, Instagram just randomly places it into my feed. I'm like, I didn't want to see that person have a sword cut through their body. Like, what's wrong with you, Instagram? I just want to see, I want to see funny videos, good looking chicks, and I don't want to see any more of Sundo's bloody reels that he sends me. Cowboys come back, I reckon. Cowboys come back, you reckon? Yeah? Cowboys come back, you reckon? Roosters here on fit tackle. They're 15 metres out. Yeah, Cowboys, they're coming back, mate. Yeah, they're coming back, Casey. And what's happening here? They're going back to the 35. Angus Crichton, he loses the ball backwards. It's fine. It's fine. It's fit tackle. And intercept Cowboys. Jimmy James says, I'm an old fart. I don't have Instagram, but I don't like when those videos pop up on other places I watch. I know, it's crazy. Because, again, like, from someone who watches it, like, I love Instagram. Like, before I go to sleep or once I finish these streams, I chill out and just kind of, like, clock off from the commentary and talking and whatnot. And I go on there and I just want to, like, scroll through some funny videos or see some rugby league content or sporting content in general or even look at stuff about the war and stuff like that, but not, like, it's just them people talking about giving their opinion and all that jazz, and then you're scrolling through it and you get someone you literally see someone get shot in a supermarket like 20 times. You're like, what? I was watching it thinking there was going to be like, I don't mind a fight, like a fight's quite funny, but seeing someone just get shot 20 times, I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Leave me alone, Instagram. What are you doing? Casey said, I don't know what page it is, but I always see clips taken from these streams get posted on Insta. I don't know what page it is. You see clips of me? Is this what you're saying? So Crichton comes off, and it'll be third tackle for the Roosters. They get this ball to the 40. So the 20 on their own side of the field. Are you saying you see clips of me? Or are you saying somebody does clips? Oh, clips of me. True. Well, there you go. I didn't even know. I haven't seen it. So fourth tackle here at the 30. Is it like a hate page or is it like a supporter page? So Nwanga Tawase has away here at the 50, at the 40, back to the Tedesco, off to Robert Toya. Toya kicks it through, and the ball bounce wasn't great. They throw it back on the inside, and Nwanga Tawase might still score himself. He will score himself. He will score himself here. So 42 to 80 with a kit to come. So Sharks, you're now one try away from going into the 7th. I don't know what that try was, son. It tells you everything you need to know about the game. Yeah, I did witness the famous February 26, 2025 day where the whole of Insta Reels was fights and gore. Was a strange day. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was wild. Everyone got that day. Gary's all sorts of shit comes up on Instagram. It's all pretty horrible. These sort of videos boost the egos, the unhinged. It's just, yeah. Yeah, no, it's insane. I'm waiting for Casey to say that it's probably just some hate page. BKR Sport exposed. He's got me. He got me good. So 5:46 to go here of the game. That's a really nice flick back on the inside, though. Well, Roosters, if they get this, there's 5 minutes to score a Fitty Bomber. Fitty Bomber! Fitty Bomber incoming. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's definitely a try. It's definitely a try. Jason says, so I guess my Cowboys plus 13 margin punt is not going to win. Listen, Jason, it's looking pretty rough at the moment. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm probably going to lean towards the maybe not. I don't know. I don't think plus 13 is probably going to come off here. But, well, there's a missed kick there from the Roosters. So, now with your plus 13, it's 42-21. So, 4 converted tries to the Cowboys in the next 5 minutes. I could see it potentially not happening. It's going to be hard. It's going to be very difficult, actually. Hey, Jay, do you know what time, like how many minutes, because I'm different time zone to you, how many minutes until I meant to start that Titans stream? Is there like a 15-minute break or 10-minute break or something? It'd be nice. I'm finding a bit of a second window at the back end of this game. 19 minutes. Okay, beautiful. So it's like, yeah, 15-minute break in between. Yeah, so 3:10 my time, 14 your time. Page is called, Yeah, I know Jesse. Jesse's a good friend of mine. Best sport to ever know. Okay, I thought it was I thought you were talking about someone else. But no, Jesse's a good dude. He's a Roosters fan. He'd be chirping about this. Yeah, he usually watches these. If the Roosters get a fitty bomb, Jesse would tune in and he'd probably roast me for tipping the Cowboys on a touchline. But I will say to him that I tipped the Roosters before this game on here. So third tackle now. And they'll give it to Spencer Lenny, who'll knock it on. Yeah, not a hate page at all. It's all funny stuff. No. Jesse's not a hater. No. Jesse's not a hater. I hate him, but I hate him. I'm actually going to message him it. Hi, Best Sport 2.0. We're currently streaming, and someone came in telling me that there was... hold on. He goes, I don't know what page it is, but I always see clips taken from these streams get posted on Insta. And I said, okay, who's the hater now? Who's the hater? And he goes, yes, clips of you. Hold on, I'll find it, Mr. Famous. And then he goes, the page is called Best Sport 2.0. And then I said, I hate that guy. I hate that guy with a passion. By the way, I tipped the Roosters before the game. Bye. There you go. So second tackle now for the Cowboys. They'll be 30 metres out. You know, he's a really funny dude, man. He's a funny dude. And I need to put that Roosters tip in there because otherwise he's going to message me abusing me for tipping the Cowboys. So third tackle here at the 23. He lives on the Gold Coast. That's why he has a bit of a soft spot for the Titans, and I'm so sorry. So sorry. Dobby did it at 15. Gets it to Drinkwater. Drinkwater across to John Bateman. John Bateman gets it out here to the wing to Robert Derby. And Jackson Purdue just... Oh, that's a great pass. Oh, Grassy McGrass. Field day. Field day. How many errors the Cowboys had? How many errors have the Cowboys had? I can't deal with this game anymore. Please end the game. I'm begging. That pass was spectacular. Oh no, Cowboys. Oh, they're one error away from breaking the record this year. They're on 16. No, they're on 17 now. They're on 17 now because that error wouldn't have been counted just yet. They're going to be on 17 errors, which is the most errors a team has seen this year in a game. Oh, dearie me. This team is something spectacular. Roosters now 30 metres out. Oh, Lindsay Collins. You'll get this ball 18 metres away from the line. Fifth tackle. 1:50 to go here. Roosters, your blue ball does on a fitty bomb. It's disappointing. And Cowboys get the ball 5 metres out. Casey has a soft spot for Storm 2, living in Melbourne. Casey's the biggest Titans fan that ever did Titans fan, except for the Titans fans. He's one of the top... I'd say he's probably one of the top 10,000 Titans fans. And that's the entire, fan base. But he's in the top 10,000, Casey. Third tackle. There's still time for one more error. Oh, please. I'm praying. Here we go. This is already the record. They've already got it because the Knights got 16 in that game against the Tigers. We just need one here, and they're not going to get an error there. 40-20 here from the Cows. No, Roosters get it. Kate says, no, I hate the Storm, not going to lie. The only time I was going for the Storm was when I was at the Penrith Elite Club watching last year's grand final. So the only time that you were going for the Storm was literally the most recent season. Literally the most recent season in the grand final. Don't ask why I was there. Wasn't planning on, but why were you there? Third tackle now at 40. Don't forget, in about 15 minutes' time, we will be going live as my team gets to disappoint me one last time for the weekend. Fourth tackle at the 50. I am actually tipping my Titans. I am tipping them, and I genuinely believe they'll win. But with that being said, I've gone through too much heartache with this team to guarantee it. Answers, what was the score last night? Score last night was what game are you talking about? So the Roosters now will wait this one down to the corner. Come on, knock on Cowboys. Come on, knock on Cowboys. No, we don't get another error. We don't get another error. I just changed my tip to the Titans. Let's go. Well, Mitchell Moses and Dylan Brown are both out. But thankfully, guys, get the shirt, pop the champagne, fire it all up here, ladies and gentlemen, because the game is over. We do not have to sit through this drivel anymore. The final score will be 42-8 to the Roosters. God bless our soul. I'm proud of everyone who's able to sit through that match. That was just electrifying. And meaning like I would have preferred probably sit in an electrifying chair than watch that one. But it's over. The Roosters now, they win by 34, which means they don't actually go above Cronulla. Very close though. So they go to -8, +2, +12, +16. So they're 4 points differential behind Cronulla. But the Panthers now will drop into 8th. The Dolphins will now drop out of the 8 into 9th. Manly will drop into 10th. And now we get to watch the two best teams in the comp, the Titans versus the Eels. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful, mate. But all right, guys, I'll see you in about 10 minutes' time. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. I appreciate you as usual, and I will see you very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Take that. Take that, you scamming shit.